what up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. We've got the latest Freddie Freeman rumors to get into. We're going to dive into those in just a second, but quick reminder for all latest Dodgers news and rumors all season long. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. What do you think is going on right now with Freddie Freeman? Do you think a decision has been made? Do you think it's fluid? And right now, where do you think he will sign? Is it the Dodgers? Is it the Blue Jays? Is it the Padres or the Red Sox or the Yankees or some other mystery team? And also, would you be comfortable giving Freddie Freeman a 6-year contract? Let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So here we are. It's Tuesday afternoon, and we still don't know where Freddie Freeman is going to sign. There's rumors swirling everywhere. Yesterday, you had Carlos Baerga saying there was a 70% chance that he was going to sign with the Blue Jays. He had a post. You had Vladdy Guerrero Jr. He liked it. You had Gurriel. He commented on it. And then this morning, you saw some more teams started to emerge as potential destinations for Freddie Freeman. Jon Heyman, he tweeted out, Red Sox have joined the Freddie Freeman sweepstakes as things get more interesting. Teams known to be in now: the Dodgers +4 from AL East, Yankees, Rays, and Jays too. So of course that is coming from Jon Heyman. You know Jon Heyman, he acts as a mouthpiece for agents across the league, most specifically Scott Boras, but in this case you see him throwing out all those teams from the AL East. You see him mentioning the Dodgers like he has. So if you ask me, what happened with Freddie Freeman over the past 24 hours is that he was still considering re-signing with the Atlanta Braves, and even if he didn't ultimately do that he was still going to use them as leverage to get a better deal from another team. And I think he was blindsided by the Matt Olson trade, and it kind of left his people a little bit in scramble mode. I think they hit the reset button as far as his free agency goes, and now you're starting to see more teams emerge as potential destinations. So you know that agent is doing work. He's trying to goose the bidding for his clients. So now you're seeing more teams, not just the Dodgers or the Blue Jays or the Rays. Now we're hearing the Red Sox, the Yankees back in the mix, and now the San Diego Padres. So I think what Freddie Freeman's camp is doing is they're saying, hey, we don't have the Braves to use as leverage anymore. We can't tell teams out there that, hey, if you don't give us that 6th year, if you don't give us the money that we command, then we're just going to go back to Atlanta, where I'm the face of the franchise, and I'll maybe give them a hometown discount, and then the team would come back with a better offer. But now the Braves are off the table, so they're trying to expand his market as much as they can. Now, the big question right now is who's the front runner at the moment to sign Freddie Freeman? Well, first, we're going to address that rumor from Bob Nightingale, where he tweeted, San Diego Padres stay aggressive and enter bidding war for free agent first baseman Freddie Freeman. So for this one, let's break out the Dodgers rumor meter. And my friend over on Twitter, Frank Martinez, his son, he gave this one a half Dodger dog. So a half Dodger dog, not even a one Dodger dog, where it's a jet passer or a Buster Phony or one of those fake Twitter accounts. He's giving it a half Dodger dog, and I think that's pretty accurate. I actually think he might be being a little generous to Padres fans out there. Maybe he feels bad the fact that they just lost Fernando Tatis Jr. for the next few months. Look, FTJ, he could come to LA and be the best stuntman in Hollywood. No, but seriously, Fernando Tatis Jr., this game needs you on the field. One of the biggest superstars in the game right now. I wish you a speedy recovery. But when it comes to the Padres, look, they did lose FTJ. They have shown they are willing to spend, but you never know. The Padres do want to win down there in San Diego. Maybe they say, hey, we want to beat the Dodgers at something, so we're going to offer Freddie Freeman a big-time contract, something in the 6th year range, is because the Dodgers right now, they have shown a reluctance to do just that. They are not offering him that 6th year, and that's what I've said for months now. I was very skeptical that Andrew Freeman would be willing to extend a 6-year offer, considering that he is a 32-year-old first baseman. If you look at historically, that position does not tend to age very well. You got the fielders, the Pujolses, the Cabreras, dare I say the Chris Davises of the world, or will he age a little more gracefully like a Paul Goldschmidt or a Joey Votto, who did have some down years but didn't pick it up last season. So there's really no way to tell. If I were a betting man, I would bet on him aging gracefully versus falling off a cliff, because he has been consistent throughout his career. Like I said, he's a guy that's going to hit close to 300 or above, hit close to 30 home runs or more. He's going to be a 4 to 5 win player, a 130 WRC plus player at the very worst. So I think with Freddie Freeman, another thing you consider too is his durability. He's played in 92% of the games throughout his career. He's missed just 5 games in the past 4 seasons, so you feel good about that, and especially considering you have the DH in the National League, so you can get him off his feet, give him some rest. So I think he is the exception, but I just don't anticipate the Dodgers offering him a 6th year, and at age 32, you know they want the years. Look, the Dodgers, they offered Bryce Harper a deal where they would pay him $45 million per season, but he would enter his free agency again at age 30. That wouldn't be the case for Freddie Freeman. He's going to be up there, 36, 37 years old. You know he wants to maximize those years now, and Bob Nightingale, he wrote that the Dodgers have offered him a 4-year contract. He wrote in USA Today, Los Angeles Dodgers are heavily involved in the talks, offering what is believed to be a 4-year deal with a high average salary. So one, how high is that salary? Is it something in the $40+ million range? I think that's something that could be possible. Would it be the $45 million per season they were? Is it the $45 million per season that they were offering Bryce Harper? I don't think it's that. Could it be 40, which would be 4 years, $40 million, so $160 million? Maybe that's possible, but I think if the Dodgers said, hey, here's 6 years, 180, that we would already have had an announcement by now that he was going to the Dodgers. But I think right now he's feeling out his offers. I do think this is a fluid situation, and I think at the end of the day, we're going to see which team wants Freddie Freeman the most, because I think the Dodgers do want him. There's no question about it. He fills the void left by Corey Seager in a big way as a left-handed bat, but they're not desperate. They're not desperate for Freddie Freeman, especially when you consider the fact that Max Muncy appears to be healthy and ready to go to start the season. But if you're the Dodgers right now, you are the odds-on favorite to win the World Series. But if you add Freddie Freeman, that's a push the chips to the middle move, and you really take this lineup over the top. So I think if you really think that he's the difference between winning a World Series this year and not, then maybe you budge and offer him that 5th year. But like I said, you have to trust Andrew Friedman in these talks, in this negotiation. You really have to trust this organization, because look, it's not like the Dodgers are being cheap. They are smart with their money. They're not a cheap organization by any stretch. They gave Mookie Betts a 12-year, $365 million contract. You have to remember, when it comes to Freddie Freeman, you're not buying what he's done in the past. You're buying what you think he can do in the future. And at some point during that contract, you're likely going to experience a decline. Now, how swift will that decline be? That remains to be seen. But to me, if you think he can put you over the top and you can get him to sign a deal that you're comfortable with, then I think that you still strongly consider signing him. And I think a 4-year deal would be perfect for the Dodgers. But I'm very skeptical as to if Freddie Freeman would really consider signing that deal at age 32. I think that would be a big shocker to me. And I've talked to some insiders around the league, and they agree with me that they can't see him taking a 4-year deal. But maybe the Dodgers budge and give him 5 years. But rumors have hit a fever pitch for Freddie Freeman. Rumors are swirling. Look, MLB insider and friend of Dodgers Nation, Buster Olney, he was on ESPN this morning, and he said it was down to the Yankees and the Dodgers. So there was no mention of the Padres or the Red Sox or the Blue Jays or the Reds. He had just the Dodgers and the Yankees. So we'll find out soon enough. I think if it's a Dodgers versus Yankees battle, that will be very interesting. Two of the biggest markets in the game. Will it be a bidding war? Will Freddie Freeman really shave his beard? I think the Dodgers, they are standing pat. They're going to offer him what they're going to offer him. I think they might budge a little bit. There might be some wiggle room there, but I don't anticipate them extremely breaking the bank on Freddie Freeman, offering him 6 years, $180+ million. We'll wait and see, but Andrew Friedman has shown that he's not going to make desperate moves. He's not going to overpay. He's going to stick to his guns, and I think that will be the same in this situation. I do think the Dodgers at the end, maybe they do make a best and final pitch after Freddie Freeman gets offers from teams around the league, and maybe the Dodgers say, hey, we want Freddie Freeman very badly. We're willing to up the offer. So we'll wait and see, and I know that right now, look, to me, it's the meme where the guy's poking the stick, and he's like, do something. Freddie, do something. Decide so we can all get back to our regularly scheduled lives. But we asked you guys over on Twitter, would you be comfortable giving Freddie Freeman a 6-year contract? Would you be okay with the Dodgers offering Freddie Freeman 6 years? And 81.5% of you said yes, and 18.5% of you said no. And that was with 4,564 votes in not even 2 hours. So you guys won Freddie Freeman on the Dodgers, and you're okay with giving him 6 years. And look, I kind of understand that approach if you want to go all in and just win a World Series, and we'll figure out the rest later. That's another way to look at this, but you also want to factor in the big picture and sustainability, and also the history with 32-year-old first baseman. So look, we'll wait and see, and at this point, I think, like I said, it's going to be a wild finish for Freddie Freeman. RIP to your screen times on your phone. I know you have been glued. If you're watching this video, at least I've given you a break from Twitter for a couple seconds, but we're going to be following all the latest Freddie Freeman news here on the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. But let me know down below. My name is Doug Mckain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For our latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.